बाकी को आगे यार इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक मत करो, मैं अभी भी कह रहा हूँ। बाकी कहाँ पे है? कांचू। क्या है? आ रहे हैं नहीं आ रहे हैं? हैं? टाइम लगेगा? कितना टाइम लगेगा? ये बताओ, टाइम पे आ लोग। मैं टाइम पे आ सकता हूँ। फिर मुझे गिल्ट होता है किसी का छूट रहा है। सही बता रहा हूँ मैं। तो रिदम नहीं बन पाएगा, वो मिस करेगा बच्चा। ये दिक्कत होती है। पढ़ा तो मैं दूंगा, दोस्त आपका है। ना तो टाइम पे आओ क्लास में, 5 1 मिनट चलो बनता है। आधा घंटा 15 मिनट पूरी क्लास मिलनी। एक चीज बताओ, हिमांशु तैयारी कर रहा है? चल, चलो फिर। वो ऑप्शन वाला लड़का था वो। चलो, लेट अस स्टार्ट सोशल। व्हाट इज सोशल इन्फ्लुएंस? हाउ वी our attitude, the presence of, in the presence of environment. Okay, even imaginary, remember this, Imagine that somewhere is there. Our attitude, that's how powerful at us. Peer pressure, peer pressure. What is that? But it also tells us that we change our attitude, that particular group is present there, or a group of, consider other example. You are driving in a car, the loud music, everything, but suddenly you see a police standing there. How would you be? Most probably in a decent way. Stop playing loud music, drive carefully, all such things. Why? Because there is a standing there. Another example, fashion trend. I hope tried many things in fashion. Have you tried? And because it's a trend. Fashion challenges, hashtag. Have you tried any because of uh, hashtag challenge, something like that, on social media platform? Because they have asked most probably you have seen this TikTok. On TikTok was quite क्या कह रहे थे क्या हैशटैग नहीं TikTok challenge. What are these? Recently I was given example of a boy smoked 2 packs of after KGF. That is shown in class. So you don't want to stand up, but you have to, because are you getting my point? Everyone is slapping, that's why you have, can say. Any doubt? This is the simple definition. I hope examples are enough. Let me more examples. In a village, a girl has to visit a village. What would she, what would prefer? I mean, what, as a dressing sense, I'm saying, what she will wear. Most probably bar suit or a decent clothes. Not any review, I would say. Why? Because of pressure. Social influence. She knew that they are not. So she has right to wear anything. Not saying. Same goes with the temple. That whenever we temple, decent clothes, not anything revealing, anything. Whenever we go to the party, we wear ethnic or something cultural dress. Are you getting? When we change our thought, attitude, the presence of other or a group. Now let us talk type conformity, science, indirect. कंप्लायंस वेस्ट, वहां मैंने नोट लिखा होगा, उसको काट देना, नोट नहीं है, डिमांड आएगा वहां, और डिमांड, और डिमांड और सजेशन, कंप्लायंस, ओबीडियंस, डायरेक्ट ऑर्डर एंड कंप्लायंस इज लेस डायरेक्ट। कंप्लायंस में आगे आएगा, कंप्लायंस में नेक्स्ट पेज देखो, वहां पे लिखा है ब्रैकेट में मैंने कंप्लायंस की हेडिंग के साथ रिक्वेस्ट नोट अ डिमांड लिखा है, यहाँ पे और अ डिमांड लिख दो। स्टार्ट करते हैं कन्फर्म। मोस्ट इनडायरेक्ट, सेम when we change our attitude thought because of the presence of other, but when no demand, no request, no order, then there is no demand, no request, still we change, would be attitude. Have you ever been found ever? First time, when you visit first time, what you did? Did you ask anybody or you just followed what everyone was doing? What you did? Nobody asked you, nobody directed you, nobody ordered you. Just follow. Two type. I will come to that, don't worry. Formative and normative. But before that, you should learn one thing. Ash experiment. I heard about Ash experiment. Let us understand conform. Done by Ash 1950. Let me tell you how an experiment happened. Okay, okay. On which experiment has no idea about what is going on, but natural subject. He has no idea that experiment is going on him. This is experiment. Who is performing the experiment? And these are confederate. What is confederate? Who not observer? I would say चमचे of ठीक है मेरी आंखों लग कॉन्फेडरेट कौन है? साइंटिस्ट के ही एक्सपेरिमेंट ने बताया हुआ ऑलरेडी एडवांस आप कैसे कैसे परफॉर्म करना है, के साथ मिला हुआ एक्सपेरिमेंटर के साथ सभी के सभी कॉन्फेडरेट, बट नहीं पता ये चीज सब्जेक्ट को subject does not know anything because the experiment was going on here. So what was the experiment? What was the experiment? Now he asked everyone turn by turn, can you tell the target line, which line matches with the target line? A, B was the question. Was the question that which line matches target line? So person, he said B because he was the confidant of experimenter. Experiment have already told them that you have to answer B, not C. Okay. Then next, here subject now feel uncomfortable because according to him can visibly, but this person said B. Now experimenter asked the same question to the next person, next confidant. He again said B. Now again uncomfortable. Are they blind? What they are? I can visibly see that it is target line is matching with. Why he saying okay? Now this third person again he said, oh, now he's matching his. What the hell is going? Why everyone is saying B B? When his turn come, he said rather than, because everyone is saying, though he knew internally that it is still because of this pressure, because of this pressure. I hope you understand now. Nobody requested, nobody demanded him, nobody owed an undue pressure. This is any doubt? क्लियर है? ये मैंने मेंशन नहीं किया है, मैं डाल दूंगा, अपडेट कर दूंगा, ऐसे बना के लिख, अगर लिखना चाहते हो ना नोट्स में, ताकि आपको याद रहे. ऐसे कोई पूछेगा नहीं, ये जस्ट अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए, सो दैट यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज कन्फॉर्मिटी. आई होप नाउ यू आर क्लियर दैट. कर लो नोट डाउन ये. ऐश एक्सपेरिमेंट क्लियर? एनी डाउट? Conformity, two types, information and another. Let us understand information. When you change your attitude, behavior, thought, when wish to correct, and when you know that other person have more information, have more. Best example, when you join a main test series, main test, and you that how to make diagram, how to how to write an intro, how to make. Nobody's asked, but you what's writing, how to write and getting my point. Another is when ambiguous, when you lack of information, know what to do. Like as I told about the try to copy when you visit church first time. Let me tell you my example. Then I visited. No idea what other, I repeat, I copy. Somebody asked, I change. Both ambiguous. I have no idea what to do. Another example of this, in this, chances will be internalized thing. Internalize, follow them. Will be part of value development. Why? Because it's the right thing. Nobody is imposing on. Okay. Like main answer writing. Correct? And you definitely adopt that style. How to make a graph, how to make a diagram, what should be underlined, what should be not underlined. These are the key. Here, like I have seen someone. Actually, I hope now you know this thing because of Corona. Because, but I know this thing way back. Somebody was sneezing and he used his elbow. Then I asked him, why did you rather than? Then he told me that if we sneeze in our hand, we might use pen, might use, might transfer viruses. Elbow is a better idea. Chances are less. Then after that, getting my point. I internalize this. It has reason everything. I'm not following blindly, and I also wish. And when situation, yes, then then follow whatever I was doing. Like example of. Now let us talk about normative. Remember norm. What is norm? An expected, an unwritten informal rules, a view, and if go again from that come norm. When we have to happen with anything, like you were telling, cannot on that animal, telling it, even if you want to, cannot. I no. He was giving an example that think namaz, they cannot wear a t-shirt on which there is a animal. तुम्हें पता ही बात इससे बताइए. But consider it is a norm. नहीं नहीं, अब ये नहीं पता, लेकिन एक रिलीजियस नॉर्म है, ये फॉलो कर रहा है, कस्टम. अब तुम मुझे कोई बताओ ऐसा अपनी लाइफ में से इंसिडेंट यहाँ पे तुम्हारे साथ ऐसा हुआ कि तुम्हें फॉलो करना पड़ा. हाँ, वन इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज यू वोंट इंटरनलाइज दिस. दोज दोज काइंड ऑफ अ फोर्स, अ प्रेशर ऑन यू. कोई और एग्जांपल, बेटर एग्जांपल, कैन यू थिंक ऑफ एनी बेटर एग्जांपल? हम्म. ये एग्जांपल छोड़ो, कोई और बताओ. कस्टम, सोशल नॉर्म, इतनी तो चीजें हैं आपकी लाइफ में, डेली होता है इतना कुछ. गाँव में जाते बहुत सारी चीजें फॉलो करनी पड़ती है आपको. सोचो कुछ. जहाँ पे आपको करना पड़ा हो, यू डू नॉट वांट टू विश, बट यू हैव टू बिकॉज ऑफ नॉर्म एंड कस्टम. Social custom, anything, religious norm, like I now I have started this, but earlier my mother forced. Maybe you do not want to believe, but your family forcing you because it is a custom. बताओ बताओ और एग्जाम्पल. नहीं 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 नहीं, but this is right example. Like consider this, like villages might use gamcha, but here in classes you won't wear. Why? Hey, just I'm saying normally. It sound odd. Let me tell you, it sound odd that if somebody is seeing gamcha or something, everyone might make fun of you. A kind of whatever. This is a social pressure. Are you getting my point? This is kind of social. You are feeling that नहीं यार अच्छा नहीं लगे. Why are you not wearing a sherwani? Rather than you would prefer that kurta pajama or something fancy party, not class. Because it a norm. Why you are not playing any loud music? Because it is a norm. Clear है? This is all about कोई doubt? Now let us talk about determinants or factor of conformity. Why do we conform? What is the reason? group size. After this class, you are only sitting. I can eat when size will increase conformity, but up to but up, after that will decrease up to a time. Consider करिए there is a that group, so the pressure will definitely follow that thing. You are in ethics and you are visiting, not believing that you should remove your chappal or shoes outside, and there is one person only. Now there are two persons, and imagine now there are 100 people there with size, but up to a point. Because after that, I hope you don't know you have that image or not of a person Nazi. He was not doing the Nazi salute. There is a I forgetting the about the Nazi. They have a salute, particular salute. There is a, you can go and check on it. Was no that salute. Defying the, but group size is. Next is consist hash experiment. As I that how everyone is saying that target line is matching with, and ultimately subject has to say that yes. This is the effect of next is personality. If a person is intelligent, have healthy, something like that, have high self, high confidence, he will not easily have to justify him. I have seen that many a time rebel our parents that why we should know more. Tell me the reason. Only then I will follow. Otherwise, I will. This is personality. Next is nature of task. Consider there is an uh, debate is going on about Article 3. So you have your own. There might be a possibility that everyone that Article 370 should, but one person, only one person, may be defying this. Why? Because of believes that no, Article 3 good for 370. Sorry, are you getting my point? Because of opinion, believe in that opinion. It can be anything, gender equality, women empowerment, anything. Ah, that's why I'm. क्लियर है? मैं जस्ट ओवरव्यू दे रहा हूँ इस चीज़ का क्योंकि जो इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ बता दी आप. अभी फाइव कन्फ्यूज the traits or find in the to defy conformity. As I told you, I someone who is intelligent, someone who I want to inform him or do something. I have to tell him everything, reason everything. Okay? Next is maturity. Next is mature not easily rather than young people. Let me give you an example of recently two IAS officers attended event RRS Madhya Pradesh. It is also related to political neutrality, and where they did a particular, what do you call, shoot or what? I don't know what is this, but they have done. Not pledge. This is something like they do salute, something like that. IAS officer first political neutrality. They should not attend this political affiliation. Okay. Another is I believe this when they did the salute because everyone was doing. They also did it. Are you getting my point? This is they might not not be. It raises doubt. I and any political party if anything. Remember this thing. Against political neutrality. Or you can say if they are attending, then attend everyone's political event. Then why only RSS? Why not other Congress, whatever? Also attend. It raises many doubt, conflict of interest. Okay, by the way, are you getting my point? Conformity. Uh, I do, I believe nothing happened because MP there is a government. So, but this was in and it raised many questions. And in last brief section, because it is the code of conduct. Though not any action has been taken, but raise the doubt. Not about that. I'm not saying that RSS is not good, doing anything bad. I'm talking not attend. The public servant you not attend. Public servant for all reality. Remember this. This is the reason. I'm not saying that RSS is bad or something, or they are teaching something. Whatever. I'm not saying. I'm just and this for any religious political. This is about political. I will tell you. I'm going to give you the same example that also. Can we move on? Let me tell you one thing about compliance. I'm going to teach compliance in very detail. Okay. So if there is a theory question, only write this Robert Cialdini. Otherwise, no need to. Really about social advanced social psychology. What I'm telling you. Okay. Otherwise, if you don't understand, you just remember the definition. Because in UPSC they have just written social influence, nothing else. have just written persuasion, but it's my duty to do everything. Okay. Now let us talk about compliance. Compliance for a demand. करेक्ट कर लेना, नोट अ डिमांड की जगह और अ डिमांड और सजेशन. कर लिया. So what is compliance? When we change our thought, attitude, behavior on someone's request or demand or suggestion, that is compliance. Here we have option to say no. Remember this thing. In conformity also we have option to say no, and here also we have, but still we comply because there is a request, there is a demand, there is. Let me repeat it. When we change our attitude or thought, when somebody asked us, somebody suggested us, somebody demanded, though we have option to say no. Okay? In conformity nobody asks. Most indirect, I have written this word, most indirect, less direct, west, order. This is the basic difference between conformity and, remember this thing. Here you have option to say no, but here you uncomfortable. Here, चलो ये मैं बाद में उड़ाता हूँ. Here you can also say no, but still pressure, social pressure, undue pressure. You okay? Any doubt? Compliance clear है? Now let us understand the Robert Cialdini 6. आशीष तुमने पढ़ा है इसके बारे में? रॉबर्ट चैल्डिनी. सिलेबस हो गया पूरा? स्पेलिंग यही है, क्या हुआ? रॉबर्ट चैल्डिनी. क्या? इतना डिटेल में इससे ज़्यादा पढ़ने क्या करवा रहा हूँ. स्टिल डाउट है यूपीएससी कब क्या पूछ है, तो आपसे बेसिक थ्योरी क्वेश्चन, व्हाट इज कम, और मे बी आस्किंग व्हाट इज सोशल, व्हाट इट्स टाइप. तब तो चलो चल जाएगा. कंप्लायंस, जस्ट इमेजिन के कंप्लायंस भी आ गया थ्योरी. okay? Now let us understand one by one. Friendship. If your friend asks you, what will you do? Most probably दैट वर्क? यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? समझ आ रहा है ना? क्या आपका दोस्त आपको कोई काम बोलेगा तो चांसेस आप हाँ करोगे, करोगे ना वो काम। मैंने बोला ना, कंप्लायंस क्या है? रिक्वेस्ट है, सजेशन है, डिमांड है। समझ आ रहा है? केस तो ऐसे बना रहे हो जैसे कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा। एग्जाम्पल दो, ऐसा काम करना पड़ो जो आप करना नहीं चाहते थे लेकिन आपके दोस्त आपने की। बताओ बताओ, ऐसा क्या काम किया था करना नहीं? अरे सोचे ऐसा कुछ हुआ होगा लाइफ में, डेफिनेटली हुआ होगा कि आपने फ्रेंड बोला होगा लेकिन आप क्या, क्यों? जस्ट तो आपका दोस्त है, आपको करना पड़ा। अच्छा, ओके। टेक्निक देखो, ये रटने की जरूरत, मैं जस्ट बता रहा हूँ, आपकी लाइफ से रिलेटेड है सारी चीज़, तो आपको पढ़ोगे तो समझ में आ जाए। ये रट्टा मारने का तरीका, 6 प्रिंसिपल। एफ नहीं, कुछ ना कुछ कहा मैंने। एल से लाइकिंग, फ्रेंडशिप एंड लाइकिंग। एल से मैंने लाइकिंग, नहीं एल का। और ये भी होता है ना, अगर आपकी कोई आपको कोई काम बोल, आप करोगे ना? मैंने बोला ना, कंप्लायंस यू हैव ऑप्शन टू। तो एक और चीज याद रखना, कन्फॉर्मिटी कंप्लायंस मतलब ये नहीं आप 100% करोगे, आप ना भी रिमेंबर दिस थिंग, जैसे ही करा मैं नहीं करूंगा मोस्टली। जो क्रश को लाइक कर, हाँ ऐसे सब लाइन में लगे आ रहे हैं, रैंक करेगी सब, अच्छा कौन है। ओके, टेक्निक बेस्ड ऑन फ्रेंडशिप एंड लाइकिंग, बैटरी, मक्खन लगाना। बेस्ट एग्जांपल दूं, आपने कभी ऐसा किया है कि दैट इज योर mother's side relative and you need some money, so first what you did, you raised their mother's family relative and do some bitching about your father's side, and then finally you ask them, mama, 10 rupees, have you ever done that? कभी किया है कि चुप, आपको पैसे चाहिए, पैसे चाहिए? क्या हुआ क्या? अच्छा छोड़ो छोड़ो छोड़ो, वापस self enhancing technique and self promotion. Self enhancing technique means when I tell you about something about myself, that I have done MBA, I have, किसका? हाँ हाँ हाँ, इसका इसका फ्रेंडशिप एंड लाइकिंग, फ्रेंडशिप एंड लाइकिंग इसका कह रहा था मैं। अजीत, गुड फ्रेंड नॉट बेस्ट फ्रेंड। अनफॉर्चुनेटली। सीरियस था। चलो एनीवे, अच्छा है। ओके, नेक्स्ट, सेल्फ एंड टेक्निक एंड सेल्फ प्रमोशन, self enhancing technique and self promotion. When I am telling you about my credibility, that how intelligent I am, something like that. I have done psychology, mastering psychology, I have done in political science, all such things. Then chances that comply with my okay. Next is commit. Depend on that. Depend on what you are looking for. If you are a sales person, then you have to sell that product. No, I won't say it might show in a bad light. I would say that I'm praising myself. Why should I? Why I'm showing off that I have done this, I have done this. Depend on the what is your purpose. If I'm looking something from you, like a sale, definitely I should tell you. Otherwise, you will not buy the product. Purpose. Otherwise, if you are meeting informally, then you should. Next is commitment and consistency. Commitment and consistency. When you commit something really hard, like for example, you are an committed, I will join the office and I will do the work. But sometimes it happens that they ask you something that which is against your value system or moral values. Though you have option to leave that job, you can say no. Another example is, I would say a best example, why people ask for promise. Why do people ask for that? Promise करेगा ये काम, because commitment, because you made a commitment, you have option to say. Many people say no. Best example, whenever we give money to our, कहता है ना मैं दे दूंगा, नहीं देता, गूगल पे कर। टीम देखा है, वो वाला लगान वाला है, दोस्त कहता है मुझे पैसे भेज दे कि मैं तेरे को बाद में दे दूंगा। उसमें लगान का वो बंदा, वो जो खड़ा होता है, वो कहता है मैं ये गेम पहले खेल चुका हूँ। मैं ये खेल पहले खेल चुका हूँ कि मैं पैसे बाद में दे दूँ। ओके, ये टेक्निक बेस्ड है, पुट इन द डोर लो। यार अब मेरे को ये नहीं समझ में आ रहा ये चीज़ कराऊँ कि ना कराऊँ। जैसे टेक्निक बेस्ड ऑन कमिटमेंट, ये काफ़ी डिटेल चीज़ें बता रहा हूँ मैं आपको। तब अगर आप साइकोलॉजी कब पढ़ोगे, देखो है नॉर्मल लाइफ से, देखो मैं चलो कराई देता हूँ, फुट इन द डोर। और ये आपकी सारी की सारी चीजें नॉर्मल लाइफ में होती इन द डोर टेक्निक। यू आस्क समथिंग which is really low. Let me give an example. मैंने क्या लिखा है? In this, a person start with a small request first, and once the target member accept it, means he has done a commitment. The person will make a bigger request or actual request. Not easy to deny the bigger request. This is put in. जैसे एग्जाम्पल देता हूँ, बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल है घूमने का भी कह सकते हो। और वैसे देखो ये मैंने उसमें में पढ़ा था, ये वाला था एग्जाम्पल साइकोलॉजी दैट फर्स्ट यू आस्क योर पेरेंट्स want to go for a study at your friend house for like 2 to 5 p.m. or maybe 6 p.m. First you ask for that. You reach there, you studied for, then you called your mother or father that I want to stay night also. First request was, now it's a, but in reality also want to stay. Reality technique put in. Another best example I would say salesperson. Salesperson always say, sir please एक बार प्रोडक्ट दे, स्मॉलर। आप एक बार प्रोडक्ट देख ना, मत डोंट बाई बट जस्ट लुक एट माई प्रोडक्ट, showing everything after investing half an hour, then he will okay a bigger request. Yeah, हाँ ये भी ये भी पढ़ोगे आप, ये भी। आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? दिस इज इन द डोर टेक्निक, स्मॉलर रिक्वेस्ट देन बिगर रिक्वेस्ट विच वाज इंटेंडेड। क्या हुआ? क्या कह रहा है? अच्छा गंजा क्यों ना पड़ा? नेक्स्ट इज रेसिप्रोसिटी। दिस इज द मोस्ट डेंजरस थिंग, रिमेंबर दिस, रेसिप्रोसिटी। it is like you have to pay back a favor, and if you do not, you would feel uncomfortable. Let me give you example. Consider someone will come ice open, and I request you, I call you, Ashish, I need a guest. So everyone should get in a line, I should apply legally or whatever the procedure, but I called you directly. Since you know me, you are my student, hard to reciprocate. And this is the reason you should more accept gift. Join civil service, you दैट एवरीवन विल वाली का हर चीज का, and they will ask you, then they will definitely ask you for some favor after giving, तब आपको रियलाइज होएगा आई शुड नोट. एंड बेस्ट एग्जांपल फॉर दैट इज एपीजे अब्दुल, नेवर एक्सेप्टेड, नेवर. आप नॉर्मल भी दोगे ना एज अ गुड जेस्चर, नॉट एज अ प्रेसिडेंट, एज अ ह्यूमन, एज अ फ्रेंड, नो आई विल नॉट एक्सेप्ट, नेवर एक्सेप्ट, no I will not. Once a grinder company gifted him a mixer, he asked them either take this or I will pay. His rule, and it is, I would say, a good thing. Never accept, otherwise you have to revert back. Okay, let me give another example. This I have seen visibly. One of the construction contractor, what he used in 1 month, he used to give party to his neighbors in 1 month, like have 2 kg chicken and 1 liquor, enjoy. What they did, they used work for him without any extra pay, half an hour, 50 minutes, half an hour, one daily. Why? They have in mind that this is our boss, given us everything, he look after us, but that contractor know this reciprocity. Are you getting my point? बहुत बहुत खतरनाक मानता हूँ पर्सनली, और इसमें ना कहना इतना हो जाता है, वुड फील गिल्ट, अनकंफर्टेबल, एवरीथिंग अनइजी. नेक्स्ट इज अथॉरिटी. when someone in authority asks you for request, again it's not easy. Just I have asked you the bottle, I'm in authority, I'm a teacher, Ashish, maybe no. If I ask you तेरे करिए, मैं कहता हूँ आप सिविल सर्वेंट बन, प्लीज डू सम चैरिटी, मैं सेंड करता हूँ आशीष के पास के ऐसे ऐसे चैरिटी वाला आएगा, चांसेस आप करो, क्यों, रेसिप्रोसिटी भी लगेगा और आपका अथॉरिटी. these all सब, this is the reason I'm still advised that I just tell you about the company. Okay, scarcity principle, which is scarce, not in abundance. Okay, as supply, I would say, its demand will, who will use that, company. डेडलाइन टेक्निक, दिवाली सेल है, 20% ऑफर, आफ्टर 3 days विल वैनिश. दैट्स हाउ स्कार्सिटी. आप कभी देख रहे हैं एक चीज, कभी भी आप इस पे शॉपिंग ऐप पे जाओगे, वहां पे लिखा होता है ओनली 24 hours लेफ्ट, ओनली 1 hour लेफ्ट. क्या 1? हाँ हाँ हाँ, डेफिनेटली, दिस इज स्कार्सिटी प्रिंसिपल. मैं एग्जांपल देता हूँ. व्हेन यू डू समथिंग बिकॉज सोसाइटी आस्क यू, बिकॉज इट इज social validation, when society validated. Okay, best example is clothing and outdated mobile you are using, that I did it, was using really outdated mobile. Actually she is really not interested in mobile or gadgets, but was earning really, but we used to mock her that why don't you buy some a good, why you are using third class phone. IT validate. Another example is, अब कभी आप देखना पुराने ट्रेंड का कोई चीज पहन के आना, लोग बोल देंगे, टोक देंगे क्या पहन रहे हैं। व्हेन सोसाइटी वैलिडेट, रिक्वेस्ट है कि आपको बोल नहीं रहा है, मेरी सिस्टर के पास ऑप्शन था वो कंटिन्यू कर, लेकिन उसने नया मोबाइल के कंसिडर करिए, आपके पास पुरानी का वैगनर ही चला रहे हो आप, 2000 का मॉडल, और आप बने हुए सिविल, सोच कर रहे शर्म भेज दे, आप क्या कर रहे हो, उसको पास करवाई जा रहे हो। या सोशल वैलिडेशन कर रहा है, सोसाइटी कुछ वैलिडेट कर, दिस इज ऑल अबाउट कंपनी। कोई डाउट? कोशिश की है मैंने सारे नॉर्मल एग्जांपल यूज कर रियल लाइफ, से ज़्यादा मत, बहुत ज़्यादा है, इवन इफ यू वांट टू स्किप। यस, फॉर सिविल सर्वेंट इट इज 5000 रुपीज, कैन एक्सेप्ट, and during wedding, if the value is more than 25,000, you have to tell the government, wedding or any function, get any. Now there is an option, I believe I have written somewhere about this thing, I have mentioned whole everything. I don't know, I have written somewhere in this notes about gifts, maybe in probity. Anyway, आगे चले, can we move on? Okay. This person is Adolf Eichmann. Adolf, by the way, we are starting now obedience. Telling Adolf Eichmann. During Hitler time, he has one duty: transport the concentration. During his trial, when he was trial Mossad, there is a movie on him, Operation Finale. How Mossad transferred him from Argentina to Israel, how they occupied him. He was run after World War II to Argentina, but Mossad somehow find and came from the Argentina. There was a trial in 1960, about 1960. But try to understand what I'm trying to say you or convey. After Hitler, after what happened, everyone got to know about the concentration, how Jews So psychologists really effort, amazed someone how someone whenever any Nazi official was caught, he was saying one thing, that we were just psychologists analyze all such Nazi officials. We found out that they are not psycho nahi. They were normal people like us. They have family, they have children, they have everything. Still, they killed lots of. Question was why? Why? ऐसा कैसे? When they were asked, they were telling the same thing. That we were just following. We do not want to do this, but we just follow. So psychologists decided experiment. First experiment was Milgram experiment. Have you heard about that Milgram experiment? Let us understand. Was main purpose was to check the order, whether would people follow the order or follow their moral value. Check. So Milgram conducted an experiment in 1960. Now let us understand. यहाँ तक clear? Okay. ये ओपन करो, इस बनाया हुआ मैंने, है नहीं मेरे पास। चेंजेस कर रहा हूँ, है ना तुम्हें? बाय द वे लेटेस्ट है 43, आई हैव एडिट, डाउनलोड इट, हैव एडिट फ्यू. एनीवे इधर आ जाओ, पेज नंबर 92 और 93. कैन यू सी द इमेज? यहीं पे ध्यान रखना. देयर इज एन एक्सपेरिमेंटर, देयर इज एन एक्सपेरिमेंटर, ओके, एंड देयर इज अ subject and there is a fake test subject, is actor, or you can say confederate. I have told you about what is confederate, okay, who will just pretend. So what is the experiment? Something like that. Experimenter is so authority, okay, and subject will act as a teacher, and the fake subject or confederate is act as a, the only person who has no idea about the experiment is the subject. Otherwise confederate and experimenter know about all about the experiment. So what is the setup? Let us understand that this subject will ask a question to a student. Ask a question. Student deliberately will give the wrong answer. Now experimenter have said, teacher is the subject, that if student gives any wrong answer, you have to give smoke. Okay, if you can see, there is a button in front of the subject. Okay, these are different button, 15 volt, 30 volt, 45 volt. It's keep on increase up to 450. Clear a setup? Now experiment start. Okay, so subject asks the question to student, he refused the answer or given a wrong answer. Now experimenters asked the teacher, give him shock 15 volt first, but sorry, those experimenter which sent an authority. Next, again, teacher asks second question. The fake subject again given the wrong answer. Then again, experimenter asks the teacher give more show. Next button, second button, 30 volt. Now, third question, same thing, but this time when teacher tried to give show, he press the third button. The fake subject pretend that he is getting now pain, too much pain. Okay, he could see subject, the teacher could see that visibly because there is a window pane, glass window, where fake subject is pretending that I am getting so. Okay, this experiment continued, and it was realized that the teacher actually in lots of pain. So he, what was the data? Out 26 out of 40 participants given 450 मैक्सिमम. ये यहां लिखा है रिजल्ट ऑफ द मिलग्राम एक्सपेरिमेंट में. मिलग्राम सेकंड बुलेट पॉइंट है जहां पे रिजल्ट में लिखा है. So from this experiment, one thing is clear, that odor is really dangerous. Are you getting my point? That it is not defy an odor. It's not easy to say no to an odor from the authority. Here experimenter representing. So what Nazi was saying, Nazi official, right? That it's hard to say no to an authority. Again, there is another experiment to check the obedience. इसका नाम था Wolfing Hospital. ये लिखा नहीं हुआ. Let me give a small detail about that. Wolfing Hospital experiment, in this Wolfing, H-O-F-I-N, Wolfing. Wolfing Hospital. It is also about the obedience, order. Here, what was done? Here, doctor represent the other, and it was done on nurse, the subject. Patient was इसके ऊपर किया था. Okay. Doctor asked the nurse to give patient a lethal injection which can harm the patient. In spite of that, nurse knows that lethal injection can harm the patient. He did. Why? Because doctor asked. आप अथॉरिटी समझ पा रहे हो ना? हॉस्पिटल में दो डॉक्टर अथॉरिटी रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है, क्लास में टीचर अथॉरिटी, घर पे हमारे मदर और फादर रिप्रेजेंट, ऑफिस में हमारा बॉस कर रहा है. दिस इज so one thing was clear, obedience really dangerous. It is clear. I'm telling you this because in case studies this is going to happen. A superior will give you some order which is against your moral value. Now what? So they will ask you ethical dilemma. I will tell you that also. So this case, what is the ethical dilemma? Following order versus conscience, or you can say morality. This is the reason I'm telling you. because of ethical dilemma. So why you, whether to follow order, superior order, or follow your. When milligram experiment happened, after teacher were asked, don't you feel bad when you were, said yes, we were, felt lots of pain. Our conscience was saying, do not press the button, but we did. क्लियर है यहाँ तक? मेरा मेन पर्पस ये है आपको बता, ओबीडियंस क्यों, और केस स्टडीज के लिए सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट, मैं इसलिए बता रहा हूँ, इतना कर रहा हूँ। अब जब आप केस करोगे, आप क्यों लिख दोगे एथिकल डिलेमा। क्लियर, चले आगे। Now let us understand what is obedience. Obedience is change in behavior, attitude, thought. Why? Because there is a full definition. Change in attitude. Why? Because there is an order from the authority, and if you don't follow that order, there is a fear of punishment. This is the reason you are following. In conformity, there was no request, totally incorrect. In compliance, there was a request or suggestion, but here it is correct. Don't do that, there will be. So, according to you, tell me one thing, obedience is good or bad? It depends on what is the. Now, obedience is type. Constructive, constructive. Following this, two type of obedience. One is constructive, and another is this, like classroom. Following order is good. Ask you, please write some. Ask you, please solve the case study. Otherwise, there will be punishment. I will not teach. Something like that. Fear of punishment is all, but it is. I'm helping. Okay. Give me another example of constructive obedience. मॉडल को इलेक्शन कमीशन। यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड की बात कर रहे हो? ऑर्डर सर, ऑर्डर ऑर्डर की बात हो रही है। ऑर्डर, ऑर्डर से रिलेटेड। हाँ तो यूसीसी ऑर्डर कहाँ दे रहा है, क्या दे रहा है ओसीसी? कौन ऑर्डर कर रहा है यूसीसी? ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड। ऑर्डर की बात कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पे ऑर्डर है, कंस्ट्रक्टिव ऑर्डर है। अनदर एग्जांपल इज आर्मी, when they ask their get up again, start doing। आर्मी हो गया, स्टूडेंट हो गया। और एग्जांपल दो, सोचो, लाओ दिमाग। घर पे, घर, मैंने क्या बताया, छोटी पेरेंट्स है ना हमारे, तो हमें अच्छी चीजें बताते हैं ना। डाइनिंग टेबल पे खाना खाओ, वरना क्या होगा, थप्पड़ पड़ेगा, है ना। टीवी ज्यादा मत देखो, थप्पड़ पड़ेगा, फियर ऑफ पनिशमेंट है ये, डर ही तो है। और जितना समझोगे, अब एग्जाम में आ गया ना, आपको कोई डेफिनेशन, आपको वर्ड पता होने चाहिए। आप अपने एग्जाम में, मैं ये चीज कह सकता हूँ, एग्जाम में चीजें याद रहती है, मर्जी रट हो गया आपकी लिमिट। ये थोड़ी ना, ये और भी तो सब्जेक्ट है, क्या क्या रटो। डेटा फैक्ट इस तरह कुछ है, ये चीजें आप खुद से बना के लिख सकते हो, हेल्पफुल हो। डूअर एंड द डेंजरस। I have not written doer, but if a person is sadist, he enjoy। sadist पता ना क्या होता है? नहीं नहीं नहीं, वो sadist नहीं। sadist, sadist means who get pleasure when he inflict pain on other। क्या आता है बताओ? गूगल कर लो, क्या मतलब होता है। And this is opposite of sadist, who get pleasure when someone inflict pain on them। कोई उसको पेन देगा तो वो खुश हो। ये है सर, ये एक्चुअल में है, एग्जिस्ट करते। फाइंडिश, FIND। सैडिस्ट, मैंने फर्स्ट टाइम पढ़ा था ना ये तो मैं, मेरे को लगा हो सकता है, ये वाला मैं हिल गया था। मैसोकिस्ट, कैरेक्टर। क्या शीश? किस? क्या आ रहा है? हाँ तो कष्ट भोग रहा है, कोई पेन उसको दे रहा है तो उसको मजा आ रहा है। हाँ हाँ। सैडिस्ट को क्या आ रहा है, सैडिस्ट में क्या है, मैं आपको पेन दे रहा हूँ, मुझे मजा आ रहा है। वैसे किस में क्या है, मैं आपको पेन दे रहा हूँ और आपको ही मजा आ रहा है। नहीं नहीं, इसमें तो है कि आप उसको मार रहे हो, गालियां दे, और इसी से उनको प्लेजर मिलता है। वो मेरे ख्याल से टैटू में ले लो, बहुत डेंजरस। ये तो बहुत एब्यूजिव लाइफ पसंद करते हैं। हाँ, क्या आप उसको मार रहे हो, लग रहा है यही चीज, तो मुझे मारे पिटा दिया थे। गजनी। तो वो तो सैडिस्ट में आ जाएगी। बाद में समझ लेना, आगे चलते हैं। डिस्ट्रक्टिव ओबीडियंस, इसका एग्जांपल दो। अभी रिसेंटली न्यू, अ टीचर आस्क्ड स्टूडेंट। अनदर एग्जांपल इज नाजी। अनदर एग्जांपल इज टीका खान ordered his army personnel to rape Bangladeshi। पढ़ लिया? पढ़ना इसकी, ये सबसे खतरनाक चीज है, पढ़ा था ना, मैं हिल गया। मेरे को जो उनकी स्टोरीज पता चली ना बांग्लादेशी, इज डिस्ट्रक्टिव। ज्यादा बताने की जरूरत, क्लियर है। अब बात करते हैं रीजन ऑफ ओबीडियंस। रीजन ऑफ, नंबर वन, ट्रांसफर। मैंने नहीं कहा, ऑर्डर आया था, हमारी गलती। एज नाजी प्रिजन, नाजी ऑफिस, दैट वी वर जस्ट फॉलोइंग ऑर्डर, बट दे वर ट्रांसफर। ये समझ में आ गया? अनदर इज Uniform, title, rank, badges, which represent the hierarchy. Consider it that now there is a G20 meeting. You all know that. And look at the protocol daily right now. Everyone is on high. Why? And something at internet. Uniform, police officer. As I told you, when you are driving a car and playing loud music, the moment you see the police officer, turn down his, though it is not related to order, but I'm talking about the fact of you. Okay, here are visible title, rank, badges, all such, and the next is lesser time to sometime consider it like the riot going on and you get the order. Don't have much time to whether I should follow that order or blindly follow. You might later realize that I have done, but because of lesser time, you are not able to decide followed the okay, ये रही यार आप लोगों को समझ में आ रहा है मुझे ऐसे लगता है पता नहीं तुम्हें समझ आ नहीं रहा है लेसर टाइम कंसीडर करिए आप पुलिस बाहर राइट हो गए आप आराम से बैठे चाय पी रहे थे पुल आया आईपीएस ऑफिसर का आप एसएचओ हो हाउस ऑफिसर आपके इलाके में राइट हुए फटाफट सेक्शन 144 इंटरनेट ये सब बंद करो will you raise any doubt or question his or even may but if he asks that already 10 people have died so make sure that nothing will happen again so you might use bullets क्या समझ because of less time don't have time what I am doing another is gradual in it I will give you two example of that one is and another skill challenge happened in 19 maybe 17 16 or 17 चेक कर लेना क्या हुआ था have you heard about this skill challenge मुझे इतना याद है मैंने पढ़ा हुआ है ब्लू वेल चैलेंज gradual in command concept is here there is a SHO and another is concept and there is a thief or whatever SHO asks constable not to give any food and water to tell us okay now one day is एक दिन गए now SHO asked constable beat the chances that gradual increase now consider might slap him now constable said haven't told anything now SHO tell him give him third degree now third degree that constable follow that order gradually. Are you getting my point? पहले बोला पानी नहीं देना, खाना नहीं देना, फिर बोला थोड़ा पीठ पिटाओ, फिर बोला कि अच्छा नहीं बता रहा, 3rd डिग्री दो, ग्रेजुअली. नेक्स्ट इज डू वेल चैलेंज. थिंग हैपन इन दिस. ये बताओ तुम्हें क्या. Total there were 50 challenges, and in 50th challenge has to commit or she. This is gradual increase. First challenge would be something like that, you have to wake up at 2 a.m. रात को 2 बजे उठना, बस यही चैलेंज है. ओके, फर्स्ट चैलेंज इज डन. सेकंड लाइक जंप फ्रॉम दी स्टेयर्स एज ही. थर्ड समथिंग एल्स, एंड अल्टीमेटली अप टू 5th or she has to come gradually. अच्छा, ये नहीं पता था मुझे. मुझे आर्टिकल सेंड करना है. अच्छा, ये रटना है भाई तुम्हें. अच्छा अच्छा, क्लास खत्म होने वाली है, टाइम है नहीं. लास्ट टॉपिक है ना आर्डेंट, ये आपको याद करना है. जस्टिफिकेशन याद करना है, व्हाई यू शुड डिस्ट्रक्ट ऑर्डर. Was a philosopher actually. Was present during the Adolf Eichmann trial. Okay. Evil without being. लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. Do evil thing without being an evil person. Was saying all this about the Nazis are totally no. Still they have done that. They did not listen to their concern. was a Jew. डिटेल में नहीं बताऊंगा मैं आपको, ज़्यादा है, बट when we have to justify that why we should not follow, will use an hardened said there is an order, please think first, ask your conscience, ask your moral values, the order is against them, not follow. Because if German people have followed that, so many Jews have not been. I believe she ran away from the Germany to USA. I would say she was a luck. She was a Jew who ran away from Germany. तो जो पारसी नहीं, अलग अलग है। ये मैंने लिखा हुआ उसमें रिलीजन वाले पार्ट में। मैं भी शुरू में कंफ्यूज सा रहता था इनमें ना। रिलीजन वाले पार्ट में मैंने मेंशन किया हुआ है जुडाइज्म, पारसी का है जोरोस्ट्रियनिज्म, पारसी कम्युनिटी, और जुडाइज्म है जूस से रिलेटेड। रिलीजन वाले पार्ट में देखो मैंने लिखा हुआ उनको, रिलीजन वाले पार्ट में दोनों अलग अलग हैं ये। पारसी एक इनकी पारसी कम्युनिटी की जो चीज़ मैंने पढ़ी है, जो मैरिज है ये अपने में ही करते हैं, प्रेफर करना। दिस इज ऑल अबाउट ओबीडियंस। महाराष्ट्र है, ऐसे एग्जैक्ट तो नहीं है इवन, यार इतना